So today we're looking at the Discovery 2 from STARESSO. We're going to do a full unbox. We're going to show you it grinding some coffee. We're even going to make a coffee at the end of the video. So please stick with us. Let's get this out and see what it can do. Okay, it's packaged really well. Nice sleeve cover. Nice manual. Carry case. USB Type-C to USB Type-A charging cable. Cleaning brushes. Always handy when it comes to grinders. So it comes with two of those, a fine one and a much softer. And here she is, the Discovery 2. Really nice feel. Weighty, feels premium, full metal as well. So some quick specs out of the way first. This electric grinder has actually got an 800 milliampere battery inside. Now they do say with 18 grams of coffee being ground, they say that's enough for 25 full grinds out of a full charge. It is weighty, about 677 grams, but that comes with the premium feel with the device as well, I think. So as we screw this bottom off here, you'll see this is where our grounds will be collected into this capsule here. And then we have our grind settings along the bottom. Now they do say there's 48 grind settings that you can choose from. So we're gonna have a look at that. And then in the top here, this is where you place your beans, and you can see down into there, the burr, and it all looks and feels very quality. So let's talk grind settings. You'll notice that the dial underneath this lever is actually numbered from 1 to 12. Just try and zoom that in for you there. But there's more than actual 12 settings. So each time you turn this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get up to 12, as an example, you can keep going. So you can see that the burr is moving further and further down. So if I keep going, you'll see that gap open up. So I hope you can see there now, there's a much bigger gap there, meaning you'll have a much coarser grind because you've got it on a coarser setting. So even though it goes 1 to 12, there's actually 48 steps that it will go through between fine and coarse. Now if you keep going completely towards the end, that's where you can actually pull it all apart. And you can get right in there and clean that out as well if needed. So love the fact that it's quite easy to pull apart. Now that is actually on a spring. So you pull that down. You'll then place your disc component in. There's actually only one place that will fit because there's a indent. And then this will actually only go on one way when that aligns up to that little flat edge there. You then take your adjuster and start to screw that back around. So pretty much that's the biggest gap you can have there for your grind. And then as you wind that all the way back in, you'll be on the finest grind setting again. You can see there's really no gap there. So I'm gonna go about halfway for my test. So we're gonna go about 20 steps. Okay, so we don't want it too fine. We want that coffee to be able to come through. You can see the gap that I've got there. Okay, so we've got our grind setting set, but that's how easy it is to adjust. It might take you a few times, like any coffee grinder, to get the consistency that you want. Also depends very much on the coffee beans you're using as well. Now on the top here, we can see our power button, our charging port here for USB-C, and your battery indicator. So 4 being fully charged. Out of the box it comes 3/4 charged. Okay, so we twist to the left to remove the lid. Now this is where we're gonna place our coffee into the top here. So there we go, we've got our coffee beans in there. We're then going to put our lid back on. And once you're good to go, you're going to press your power button. Okay, so we're completely done. I did speed that up a bit for the sake of the video, but yeah, ground that in about 40 seconds, something like that. So pretty fast. So we're just going to take our lid off here and just see if there's anything left in there. We can see that's pretty much all ground up. Beautiful. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake just to make sure all the coffee has come down. There we go. So I'm going to place our grinder there and show you inside. Have a look at that. It's done a really good job. So I've got a white bowl here. That's done a really good job. So how would you actually use something like this? Well, let's say you're going camping. Let's say you're just going into a holiday house and you can't take your lovely coffee machine with you. How cool is it that you can grind your fresh coffee wherever you go? Yeah, I know you can buy ground coffee, but your favorite coffee, ground fresh, nothing beats that. We've got one of these little Belletti coffee machines. So basically you just fill bottom up with water. You then put your coffee grinds into here. You put that on a stove and there you go. You've got espresso coffee on the go with your freshly ground coffee. So let's give that a quick go now. So we've got our freshly ground coffee. We need to get it into the top of this little basket here. Okay, we've got all that in. Now we just need to screw our lid on. Get that on some heat. Okay, and here we have our beautiful coffee. Now I know some people like their coffee totally black. I'm not one of them. Gonna put a bit of milk in. Just a little bit. Okay, time for the taste test. Really nice, smooth tasting coffee. So it did a really good job grinding. Yeah, impressed. And really nice that it all fits in this little travel bag. So whack that in your suitcase or travel bag and you're good to go. Discovery 2 by STARESSO. If you need a portable electric grinder, if you've got an old hand grinder and you want to upgrade, then this is definitely for you. Whether you're using the pour over filters, whether you're using a press, whether you're using the espresso cooktop, so versatile that you can use all those different coffee systems to make really good fresh coffee wherever you go. So if you want to take your portable coffee grinding to the next level, give the STARESSO Discovery 2 a look.